So thanks for joining me on today's video. Wanted to try a little bit of a different type of video. I haven't really done a lot of audio over my videos. It's something that, from what I can tell, people seem to like quite a bit. It also saves me a lot of getting in front of the camera and talking. So I had an old shotgun that had been sitting around. Dad had given it to me quite a few years back. It had been leaned up in my garage. It acquired this ugly paint job. A friend of mine had brought a gun over, and he had bought some gun paint. I don't even remember what it was of his that we were painting, but I got the wild idea to paint this old shotgun because it was starting to get some rust and other things. Thought it would look kind of cool. I don't know what I was thinking at the time, if I thought it would look tactical or whatever. Um, Nonetheless, it acquired this ugly paint job, and getting a little bit older, appreciating stuff from kind of a different perspective, and wanting to bring the gun some original life back, and not really ruin the patina of the gun. Um, I thought it would be neat to clean it up, re-blue it, and kind of just freshen the gun back up, and restore it back to the way that it's supposed to look. So as you could probably tell from the video, I ended up using a bench grinder to pretty much get most of the paint off the gun. I'd tried some hand sanding, some different things. I also put a wire wheel in my drill, and that was able to get into some of the tougher to get to areas with the drill. But the bench grinder made it quite a bit easier. One thing that you won't see is I did some hand sanding on the gun. I used a 150 grit sandpaper and then went to a 600 grit sandpaper to just really smooth everything out, get rid of a lot of the buffing lines and polishing lines. Again, this gun is in no perfect condition, but I didn't want to ruin all of the patina that was on the gun, but did want to get a decent bluing finish back on it. So I basically went about getting all the paint off that I could and getting it cleaned up and sanded to where there wasn't a lot of marks in it. So I got some super bluing solution from watching a couple of other people do this and watching a couple of videos. I've never re-blued anything before. Just wanting to, like I said, freshen the gun back up, but not necessarily put a factory finish back on it and still have some of that patina. So from the guy's video that I had watched, the one that I figured I would try to mimic his application style of bluing solution, he put it into a separate container. They say that's a good idea. That way you don't contaminate your bluing solution. So I put it into a separate container, used a foam brush, and then liberally coated everything the best that I could with the brush. I then let it set for probably 3 to 5 minutes and took it out in the yard to the hose and hosed everything off with cold water. From what I could tell, that's you were supposed to wash it down with water, and that gets the chemical reaction to kind of stop and washes all of that leftover solution off of it. So then I got all of that pretty much washed off of it, brought it back in. I had a couple of problem areas where it didn't seem like the solution took as well as I thought it was going to. I don't know if during wiping it down with acetone, like you see me do, I also use some brake clean and sprayed in the hard to reach areas. But I don't know if that it had some leftover residue on it or the metal was different in those areas and it just didn't take. So I brought it back into the garage, recoated a couple areas that it didn't seem like the bluing was staying. Again, in no way is this any perfect bluing job. I was happy with it. I was happy with the way everything came out, but it's not a showroom quality finish. But I was extremely happy with how the gun turned out. I also apologize if my voice is a little bit raspy. I've been fighting a head cold this time of year. It's extremely dry where we live at, so been dealing with that. But you'll see me bring the gun parts back into the garage, and I basically liberally coat everything with a coat of oil. I had a partial quart of clean engine oil that I ended up coating everything with. The gentleman's video that I watched, that's basically how he did it. It seemed to kind of let that bluing soak in and kind of gives it a rich color. And then basically get some towels and wipe everything down, get a lot of that excess oil off of everything, and then go over it with some double-aught steel wool. So you'll probably see my 4-year-old bouncing around in the background. She likes to come out in the garage with me, and I turn on a movie or whatever while I'm working. So keeping her out of the mess I was making was fun, but I always enjoy having her out there with me. So again, hopefully this is something that I can start to do more of and share with you guys through recording, and then have the time to sit down with my videos and watch them back and record just the audio. That way you guys can watch. I'm not distracted with trying to record an explanation of what I've done. Again, this is something new I'm trying. I haven't done this before with the audio over the video, but it seems to be from what I can tell online. I enjoy watching videos where you can kind of hear the person talk through what it is that they're doing and watch the content at the same time. So hopefully this is something you guys like. I'm enjoying trying it this far. So, but again, this gun is no perfect show piece by any stretch. I wanted to bring some life back to the gun. The older I've got, the more that I find I enjoy the history, the nostalgia of things, and kind of bringing some quality back to it that's shows the age of something, the original look of the gun. And I don't know if that's the best way I want to word everything, but I think for most people, they probably understand what I'm saying. The older I've got, the more I appreciate things in a different way. You'll also see me coming up here, if it's not already on here. It's hard to do this through the editor because my editor will delay while I'm doing this. So I apologize if the audio is not quite in perfect sync with the video, but I use a razor knife to get a lot of the paint off the gun. Um, I've seen other people. I think there's some scraping tools that you can buy for this. I just use a razor knife or razor blade and scrape a lot of the paint off of it before I go to sanding it to just try to save a lot of effort with sanding and paper and all that. But I didn't want to use an orbital or anything like that on it because that just creates a lot of swirls in your wood. If you're able to keep everything going with the same way that the grain is, it makes the finish a lot better. But it also left a lot of the original patina that was in the wood, so I was happy with that. The checkering was a little bit odd. I think Winchester must have had some kind of a stamp checkering back in the day, because all of this checkering's indented. It's not raised checkering. So if you think I'm scraping off all of the raised checkering, I'm not. It's actually indented. So I did my best to get it out of those areas of the checkering and not completely ruin it. But it did get a lot of it out, and then I was able to kind of go back over it with some sandpaper, and when it stained up, everything looked really good. So here I'm putting some stain on the gun. I didn't get any video of cleaning up or stripping down the foregrip, but this is where I'm doing it to the stock, and I use a gel stain. It's a mahogany colored gel stain. I tend to like working with gel stain. It's pretty easy. It gives you a little bit more of a thick coat, and I don't know. Everybody has a different preference when it comes to that type of thing. So I pretty much coated it with that, let it set overnight, and then I use I believe it was a Minwax like semi-gloss spray polyurethane, and put a coating on it. Again, it's not perfect by any stretch. You can take this as little or as far as you want to go when you're reworking something or refinishing it. But like I said, the older I get, the more I kind of appreciate things for the way that they were. Just bringing some life back to it, and in the original sense that the thing was made. So hopefully you guys like these videos, and I always have appreciated the comments, the likes, the shares, people interacting with the channel. I have a blast doing the channel, and hopefully you guys like this. Again, this is something a little bit new for me. I haven't made videos just in this way before, so we look forward to seeing you on some other videos. Again, drop me some info if you like this, and we look forward to seeing you on the next videos. Take care and have a good day.